my best friend.
This is Sid and Friends in the Morning.
For my friends.
77 WABC.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason.
Big show already, folks. Big show already. Curtis was great. Curtis is great every morning. Dove Hyken was great. We're still going to talk to Miranda Devine, Bill O'Reilly, Liz Barcahona, and Nicole Maliotakis. But I want to get to Mike Lawler. My dear friend Mike Lawler got a big win a couple of days ago, and he won by a lot, actually. He beat that creep, Mondaire Jones. So do me a favor, Mike. Please do me a favor. Could you come on and gloat right now about your big win, please?
Well, you know, Sid, on Tuesday, the Hudson Valley told Mondaire Jones to beat it. We knocked him out with over 25,000 votes. It was huge. Okay, so big, Sid, so big. Look, it was a big win, and I certainly appreciate the support that we got from across the district. And but this is hard work pays off, and we worked very hard, my team and I, over the last 2 years. And the voters in my district saw that, and they appreciate the work that we did, whether they agree with me all the time or not. They know that I'm fighting for them. They know that I'm standing up for them, and that we will never relent on the issues that matter, from the affordability crisis to the border crisis, the energy crisis, the international crises. I mean, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden created one disaster after the next. Over 70% of Americans thought the country was headed in the wrong direction. I don't know why people were surprised by the results on Tuesday.
Well, I was surprised that he won by that margin. I thought he would win based upon what you just said, but the margin of victory should really prove to these idiots crying on television, the Claire McCaskells, and these young stupid girls crying at Howard University. What you just said is the reason why. Now, for you, Mike Lawler, what a week. You win big. I believe that's your third consecutive victory. Your beautiful wife and you enjoy the birth of your second child. That's about as good as a week as you can have, huh?
We planned it perfectly, Sid.
The only thing that went badly last week, to be honest, I mean, look, I love Thomas Sullivan. I know you like him, too. He lost to Stacey Piper Amato, which is ridiculous. She's done nothing. He's a hero. I wanted Allison Esposito to really win. And then our mutual friend, Anthony D'Esposito. I was thrilled for you, Mike, but I was upset that Anthony lost.
As am I. Anthony is a great friend and colleague. He worked extremely hard on behalf of the people of Nassau County and the 4th District. I know he'll be back in one form or fashion, but Anthony's a great member and really has been just a tremendous colleague and a strong voice for New York. Sometimes in these races it comes down to a handful of votes. And, look, the Democrats spent over $50 million to try and take back these seats in New York. And, obviously it looks very likely that we're going to hold the majority, which obviously is important.
I was just about to ask you that. I mean, we took back the presidency. We overtook the Senate, if we can keep all three like 2016, then we can really stop a lot of this nonsense. But no official word yet on the House, but you feel like you're going to keep it.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose 3 in New York, but we're picking up 2 in Pennsylvania, 1 in Michigan. We're holding in Nebraska and Iowa, which is where, there was some concern. We're picking up 3 in North Carolina. So there's a lot of, movement here. And the California seats are the ones that are going to now determine the outcome. But based on what has come in so far, it looks very promising. And, again, at the end of the day, when we're talking about the economy, when we're talking about taxes, lifting the cap on salt, we're talking about the border, we talk about the international crises, having, majorities in the House, the Senate, and obviously the White House is going to give us the ability to really get a lot of important, good legislation passed and not have to worry about Hakeem Jeffries trying to be an impediment or people like Jamie Raskin trying to start investigations just to start investigations. I mean, you have Tish James yesterday in the aftermath of the election standing there saying, this isn't the outcome we wanted, but that's okay because we have investigative powers and I'm now going to spend the next 4 years investigating Donald Trump. I mean, the American people are sick of this crap. Right. This is not what they voted for. They voted very clearly, overwhelmingly, every swing state, national popular vote, Donald Trump making significant progress in New York. He lost New Jersey by 5 points. People have had enough. They want us focused on the substance of these issues. They want us dealing with the affordability crisis. They want us reducing the price of groceries, energy, housing. They want us dealing with the southern border, securing the border, deporting criminal aliens that are here, the 13,000 murderers that were allowed into the United States by crossing the border illegally. They want us reestablishing America's role in the world and securing peace and prosperity. They are tired of the weaponization of government. That is what they voted against on Tuesday. And for Tish James to go back out there one day later and say that she's going to abuse her authority as the Attorney General, it is so disqualifying, so unbecoming of a sitting Attorney General to actually say that and actually act upon it. And frankly, she should not be in that position. It is disgraceful.
Couldn't agree more. Now, you mentioned Jeffries, and thank God we've got Mike Johnson. And I love the fact that Trump and Mike Johnson get along really, really well because that's a big deal, right? The president gets along with the Speaker of the House. You mentioned Raskin. You did not mention Schumer. And now with the Republicans taking back the Senate, thank God this idiot Schumer will be demoted. I hate Chuck Schumer. I really hate him. And, H.R. 2 sat on his desk for the better part of 2 years. That was a great border bill, unlike the one the Democrats drew up, a great border bill that you guys drew up. He's had opportunities to combat anti-Semitism. We found out last week he actually told hush, hush, the leaders at Columbia, oh, don't worry about it. Republicans make it up. It's not that bad. So the Chuck Schumer demotion is a very, very big deal. Turns out, for a guy that was really beloved for many, many years, he's one of the worst New York politicians ever.
He's been in elected office for 50 years. 50 years. He got elected in 1974. He is a disgrace. What he has done, number one, he has made Washington so unbelievably partisan. He refused to cooperate with Speaker Johnson on anything. I mean, people say, oh, the House was unproductive. The House passed hundreds of bills that are sitting on Chuck Schumer's desk because he refused to act, including border security, including increasing domestic production of energy. Chuck Schumer refuses to deal with anti-Semitism. My bill, the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act, passed the House 320 to 91. He refused to move on it because he didn't want to divide Senate Democrats before the election, and he didn't want to give me, a New York Republican, a win. I mean, meanwhile, you have Jewish students being abused, assaulted, discriminated against, and he's the highest-ranking Jewish official in American history, and refused to act, and yet has the chutzpah to write a book about combating anti-Semitism and trying to hawk that for his own personal gain.
Right.
It's disgraceful.
No, he wrote the book about anti-Semitism. It's akin to Andrew Cuomo writing a book on how to combat COVID. Both of those guys were lost. Final 60 seconds. This is my dear friend Mike Lawler. I'm so happy Mike beat Mondaire Jones last week. In these final couple of seconds, I want you to talk to the people of Rockland County, the place where you just won, and tell them what they can expect from Mike Lawler over the next few years.
Well, I appreciate it, Sid. We had a big win on Tuesday night, 82,000 votes out of Rockland County for me. Massive win. And I just am grateful for the support that we've enjoyed over the last 2 years and again on election night. I'm going to fight to lift the cap on salt. The president knows it. He said we're going to do it. We're going to get that done for the taxpayers throughout the Hudson Valley and New York State. It's critically important. We're going to secure the border and end this migrant crisis once and for all. And we're going to reestablish peace around the globe, because what is happening right now under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is a absolute nightmare. It is a tinderbox. The world is in the most precarious place since World War II, and we need to bring the tensions down.
Mike Lawler, you're great. You're not good, you're great. I love you. Congratulations, and I'll talk to you again probably later on today. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Sid, and thanks to all the listeners. Appreciate it.
You got it. Mazel tov again on the birth of your second child.